welcome back to Haywire Homestead. I'm Jen. This morning I thought I'd do a little story time, and this kind of goes in line with the getting closer to your food video, and I wish I would have put this on there, but I didn't think of it. So last year, well, not last year, earlier this year, my husband came home saying there was a young lady at his work who wanted to try farm eggs. She'd never had farm eggs, and she kept asking what they taste like, and he kept telling her, you know, that they're fresher and they're way better and they're much more nutritious because of, you know, how the chickens are raised. And she finally decided she would buy a dozen. So she told him to bring them in, and he said, okay. Well, where they work, he would only see her on the weekends. And then she asked him, you know, had anybody ever gotten sick from my eggs? And he said, well, no. And she's like, are you sure nobody has ever gotten sick from your eggs? And he was telling her about how, you know, that they're the reasons why you're less likely to be sick, and that the chicken, you know, the eggs that you get in the store are older and they've been sitting, and she just was so worried. And this was right around the same time that we had, I think it was not too long after we had a news story about a recall where there was a ton of eggs that were recalled due to, I believe it was salmonella or E. coli or something like that. But anyway, they were tainted eggs. You know, and he kept on telling her, no, we've never had an issue. So finally, well, I guess that happened one weekend, and then the next weekend he took the eggs in. And she took the eggs home, and she had again asked him before that she left work, are you sure? And he's like, no, absolutely. These were all laid this past week. They're less than a week old. You know, I washed them this morning right before I brought them to you, so they're clean. They've been refrigerated. They're fine. So about a week or two later, I thought of it, and I said, how'd the young lady like her farm eggs that she'd never had? And he said, you don't want to know. I said, what do you mean I don't want to know? He goes, you're going to get mad if I tell you. I said, well, why would I get mad? He said she was so scared to eat them that she gave them away. So I guess she didn't know what she was missing, huh? But that goes back to that disconnect with food. And you know, I don't know why. I guess this was a young lady who lived in the city and had never had anything fresh from a farm. But yeah, she was scared of eating farm fresh eggs because they didn't come from the grocery store. So she didn't trust them. And you know, I don't trust the grocery store food as much, but this person had a completely different perspective, and I think that just goes back to that, you know, where people just don't pay attention to where their food comes from. And I thought I'd share that with you guys this morning. So I'm gonna head on in and get warmed up because it's really cold out here, and say hi to Mr. Fezzik, my Drake, over there on the fence. And I gotta take Gabe to school, so we will talk to y'all later. Oh, please like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for future videos if you want to support us with what we do here. And thank you so much. Have a good one.